It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and we'll have a rematch of Super Bowl 26. It's the Washington Commanders and the Buffalo Bills on Monday night.
All right, no table is safe outside of Highmark Stadium because this crowd is loud and this crowd is ready for a ball game. We're just outside of Buffalo in Orchard Park, New York. Joined by a former NFL quarterback up in the booth, Mr. Brock Heward. I'm Kate Scott, and Brock, you can brag if you'd like to because I know you had quite the big arm in your days with the Huskies and the Seahawks in Seattle. Well, we've got a couple of quarterbacks here who also know how to push that football down the field.
Yeah, you got a couple QBs who are going to keep these defenses honest today because the moment they get greedy in coverage or get too aggressive in the pocket, either of these quarterbacks can drop a dime, drop a deep throw right over them for big yardage, and maybe 6 points too.
Matt Gay now ready to get this one started. And off we go from Highmark Stadium. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So here come the Bills for their opening drive. And leading them out, someone who's still the pride of Wyoming University and Fireball, California. One of the league's best and biggest arms, Josh Allen.
We've seen a lot of big arms come and go in the NFL. Few translate that talent, though, into stardom, quite like Josh Allen. It's fun for me on the college football road when I ask these young quarterbacks who they idolize, who they look up to, and just about every big guy that can run says the same thing, Josh Allen, because that skill set is so tantalizing. A player who can rip off a highlight reel play with the pass and just as easy with the down in just about any situation.
And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
Kate, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. He manages a gain of 8 there. And that's good for a Bills first down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Now the shotgun give to Cook. He'll drive it forward, but won't get beyond the line. Tackle made by Von Miller. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Another one for Cook. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Frankie Luvu there for the tackle. Just a couple on the pickup there, so back-to-back runs leave him with a 3rd and 8.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Allen on 3rd down. That's caught for the first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They're going to move the chains after a big play, 39 yards.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. Slot man motioned over. 1st and 10. Here's Allen. Has it in close. And in. Touchdown, Buffalo. So that right there, Brock, exactly what you want to start off a contest.
Opening drives are such tone setters. You come out flat as a group, maybe go 3 and out. Sometimes there's a carryover effect, but here they were sharp, they were crisp, and they grabbed the early lead.
Tyler Bass on now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bills will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Bass now to kick this away. Return starts at the 9. So the Commanders' offense headed out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by an elite runner, one of the game's top dual-threat young quarterbacks. He was taken second in 2024, Jaden Daniels.
Jaden's the closest thing we've seen to Lamar Jackson. And while there's only one Lamar Jackson, the two-time MVP, Jaden's going to push him a little bit in this league. He is a tremendous athlete. Over 1,000 yards rushing down the SEC, and he's just got the instincts, the feel to know when to run it. And, man, he can also sling it. A quick, compact, accurate release. I can't wait to watch this guy's skill set unfold in the NFL.
And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Making the stop that time, Taron Johnson. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Daniels from the pistol. Caught by Deebo Samuel. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Here's a counter give to Robinson. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. DeMar Hamlin getting there for the tackle. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Here's 2nd and 5. Into the hands of Terry McLaurin. It's enough for a 1st down. Nice find by the rookie quarterback from LSU.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Daniels on 1st down. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
You know, ball skills, they're not just a selling point for receivers entering the draft. Teams want defenders, especially in this day and age of the passing game, who can make plays on the ball too, especially on these deeper throws. He doesn't swat that one away. We could be looking at a huge gain.
We'll have him gain up about a handful there. That's Gregory Rousseau who cleaned up that play. There's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on 3rd down.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
All right, it's a nickel set for the Bills. 3rd down. Out of the gun, Daniels. Has a man, it's Brown. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Commanders will have a 1st.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
From the red zone now. Escapes the pocket. Now here he goes. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
It's one of those situations, not much to be had there, no matter what he did with the ball. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win and a confidence builder for this defense.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. And he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Daniels throwing on third. Cut at the 10-yard line. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's first and goal. Here's Robinson. And it took a couple of guys to haul him down there after a gain of just 1.
Hey, I get it on first and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
8 yards to go as they get set on second and goal. Shotgun handoff now to Eckler. And he's got them down to the doorstep inside the 5. He picked up 6, has them close, third and goal from the 2.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Daniels, third and goal. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
3 plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone. Now run it with Robinson. And he's in for the touchdown. The Commanders finish off their opening drive. So, Brock, they take a gamble, and it pays off with a big touchdown on 4th and goal.
And they do it on the ground as well, and that just speaks volumes. That's confidence that you can own this line of scrimmage, and your back will see a lane and will get the job done. That just infuses your team and your sidelines with so much confidence.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. And he sends the point after right through the uprights. And the Commanders respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. On the return, here comes Davis. He stopped on the return at the 27. Here comes the Bills offense for their second drive of the game. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3 and out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Looking slant route, complete. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. From the 36. That finds his man. It's Keon Coleman. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. They get 22 on that one. And that's good for a Bills first down. That's the end of our first quarter. 3 more to go still on Monday night. Both teams neck and neck so far. We'll return to Highmark Stadium in just a moment. We're back for the second quarter. Bills in possession of the football. They've got it first to begin the frame. Trying an option here, play to the left. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, some really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Shotgun handoff now to Cook. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Call it 4 yards, and they're set up with a manageable 3rd and 2.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
Davis takes it straight ahead. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense that just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, well, sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
The Bills will turn to their kicker, Tyler Bass, for the field goal try. This a 50-yard look from the right hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Bass now to kick this away. He's going to field this at the 2. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Following the kick return, we've got somebody shaken up, so we're going to get a stoppage here as he's attended to. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Daniels. That's complete. Here's Brown. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Now Daniels off the play action. Fits it through the middle. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. Able to find Ertz. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Again, Daniels to the air. Ertz reels it in. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. The give now out of the shotgun. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Dumped off to his running back. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
That just might be a throw he regretted as soon as you let it go. I know that feeling. He was doing all he could to find a completion down the field, but they were all over that check down and ready to turn it into a negative play.
And the Bills bringing out an extra defensive back, 3rd down coming up. Taking a big shot for the end zone. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete.
You know, I don't fault that look at all, Kate, downfield. It was just an excellent defensive play to deny him the ball and knock it away. That is good on good.
Matt Gay on to line up this field goal. From the right hash, it's a 47-yarder. And this one had a brief chance, but not a good kick in the end. He misses it. And they are unable to tie up this contest.
Well, there's certainly never, ever a guarantee from that distance, but that's one you'd expect to be in your kicker's range. You hate to have a drive come away with nothing, but that's exactly what happened.
Possession switching back to Buffalo as their offense heads out. And they'll have a little momentum as they take the field here after their kicker drilled a deep one to end their last drive with points. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Complete to Coleman. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. It was Mike Sanders still on that stop.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Play action now with Allen. He's on the move. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And the hits just keep coming for them on this play, it seems. Elsewhere on the field, they've got a player hurt and in need of some attention. So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Working from the gun, it's Allen. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
Here's Jake Camarda to send it skyward on 4th down. This kick is away, but it is short and straight up into the air. And that fair catch corralled just beyond the 25-yard line. So no return on that punt. And the Commanders will go on offense. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Play fake here, Daniels. Caught by the open man. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a massive 35-yard pickup, first down.
You know, Kay, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. A lot of players around this one, and it is intercepted. And the Bills get the football on the first turnover of the contest.
We see quarterbacks in this league love targeting their slot guys so often. They get plenty of chances defensively to take one the other way. Nice to see him come through with that one. And what a great read to get in position for that pick.
Now we've got the Bills offense headed back to the field. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Cook trying this one up the gut. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. It's the 2-minute warning now from Highmark. The Bills driving ahead. Here's 2nd and 7. Cook calls it in. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
A play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Running back sent in motion. First down throw for Allen. Connects with Cook. And that's good for a gain of 5. Brought down by the future Hall of Famer, Bobby Wagner.
Translatable skills, that's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
Here's 2nd and 5. Gets this to Kincaid. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. That play good for 17 and a first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Allen gonna throw again. Connection made to Coleman. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for a Bills first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
From the red zone now. He brings it in. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. Second and 6 coming up here. Allen setting up play action. And what a risk, but he can't hang on. No interception, but nearly a turnover in the end zone.
I think I could see his eyes from the booth. He was envisioning the return, and simply dropped it. You got to secure the pick before anything else.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. They send him left out of the slot. Allen on third down. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo! The Bills will add to their lead at the end of the half. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Bass on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bills make it a 10-point ball game. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. He'll throw it. He'll get this to Samuel. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Making the stop that time, Taron Johnson. It's halftime here in Buffalo. The Bills with the lead after 2. Now it's down to Florida, where Jonathan Coachman is standing by in Orlando for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Back to you and Brock in a bit. But first, time for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
The Bills were led in the first half by their all-world quarterback, Josh Allen. His 2 touchdown passes helped pave the way for his guys to take this lead into the intermission.
All right, thank you, Coach, and we are back and about set to begin the second half. Bass now to kick this away. Return starts from the goal line. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Commander offense with the football first to begin quarter number 3. That passing game they went to in the first half, it's going to need to be firing to start this second half too as they chase this lead. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Eckler. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that gain. Making the stop that time, Taron Johnson. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. Brown on the inside give. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. A solid gain of 6 there. It's going to be 3rd and just a yard.
Well, I know this. This staff loves the athleticism and versatility he brings to the offense. That's not only as a receiver, but as someone who can take occasional carries and turn them into good yards.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. That one ends up a gain of 6. And the Commanders will have a 1st.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. and nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Tre'Davious White. And the Bills get it back with a nice return to boot down inside the 30.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've got him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful. Right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. In this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
The Bills and quarterback Josh Allen ready to get back to work now on offense. And as we see some of the highlights from their showing, his work a big part of why they're in front right now. Having a nice, solid game as their offensive leader. I think we can say he's had a firm grip on the wheel and has really driven them to this advantage. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Straight ahead, here's Cook. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Tight end going in motion here. Again, it's Cook. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. Call it 4 yards, and they're set up with a manageable 3rd and 2.
You know, that's a good run right there to keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
3rd and just 2 to go. Play action now, Allen. This one falls incomplete.
You know, these 3rd and short situations, you rep them all the time. Snap after snap, rep after rep. You're expecting man-to-man coverage in that down and distance, and you're expecting to execute. That time on 3rd and short, they can't get the job done.
They'll go, Allen. That's incomplete on 4th down, and they'll turn over possession.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen at one of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Now he takes it. And he's able to get across the 25 before stepping out.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the gun, it's Robinson. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on the 3rd and short.
All right, it's a nickel set for the Bills. 3rd down. Another carry for Robinson. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. It's a gain of 4. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
They've got 1st down from the 31. Staying with Robinson. And hopefully a bit of a wake-up for their ground game. It's a solid pickup there on the play. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Daniels from the pistol. That's taken in by Samuel. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Daquan Jones with the tackle on that play. Third and a lone yard coming up. Out of the gun, Daniels. He's got Brown on the slant. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Now Daniels off the play action. Into the hands of Samuel, complete. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. 35 on the pickup. And the Commanders will have a first.
Man, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the first down. That's called yards after catch, and it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. Working inside the red zone. This one's caught. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's 1st and goal. Here's Robinson up the middle. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Kate, I knew it at the time. I think everybody did. We knew the Legion of Boom was special, right? That entire secondary, but their safety's ability, Earl and Cam, to come downhill, to make those tackles behind the line of scrimmage as he just did. Yeah, I mean, you appreciate great safety play like that.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And that brings up 3rd and goal.
I'll tell you what that deflection right there, Kate, tells me. That defense was following and reading the quarterback's eyes. Knew exactly where that throw was going. And it takes a little bit of intuition, a little bit of feel. He's able to get his hands on it and knock it out of bounds.
And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
You know, that's an example right there where you just simply got to be on the same page with each other and get both ends of the play right to execute. They want that one back.
Now the field goal unit runs on for its 2nd try tonight. They're going to mark this as a 24-yarder. Up and good from Fairbairn. And that'll bring it back to within a score. The lead's 7.
Here in the 3rd quarter, he gets a chance to make up for the miss on his first attempt of the game. This time, well, he is totally dialed in, and he gets this one to count.
And just like that, we're back to a 1-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. On the return, here comes Davis. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Bills and James Cook making their way back out on offense now. And he finds himself across an important benchmark for yards this season after that last drive. He stayed pretty busy this season, and the numbers show just that. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Now the shotgun give to Cook. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Give that tackle to Johnny Newton. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Working from the gun, it's Allen. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
As much as we talk about offenses wanting to stay ahead of the chains, they want to stay on script. Well, a defense, they want to rip that script up. And a sack like that, creating 3rd and extra longs, it's exactly how you get it done.
Commanders with an extra DB out there to defend this 3rd down. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. And they can't connect on the 3rd down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got 4th down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
The Bills with a punt team out there. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. Fields this clean at the 30. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Hard to do better than that, a 66-yard punt. And they're going to take over possession. Commanders starting out in a good spot this drive as they get set. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Daniels. Throw right side is caught by Samuel. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that'll be good for a Washington 1st.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball in your hands, number 1. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. An option give to Robinson. And he's brought down for a loss. Only 1 quarter remains in our final game of the week. That's the end of the 3rd. It's Commanders football, and they'll get to work, coming into the quarter trailing. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Now the shotgun give to Eckler. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a 3rd run after back-to-back negative losses.
Let's see what they went with on 3rd down. Daniels now. Escapes the pocket. He gets a little something out of it before sliding to a stop.
That is quarterback play 101. Maybe not the first chapter of it, but man, is that important. Getting downfield, get what you can with your legs, then most importantly, protect yourself. Get down and don't take any extra contact.
Commanders punting on 4th down, and they're going to bring out the ever-reliable lefty vets, Tressway. He gets this one away and really connected. This one is sky high. The Bills set to take over offensively. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They've got a man in motion. Here's Cook. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
2nd and 3 now. Another one for Cook. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Allen on the play action. They did it! He made the interception! Picked off, that's Bobby Wagner!
The best defenses, you can go look at it through the decades, are built from the inside out. And that's not just stopping the run on the inside out, that's playing your coverage from the inside out. That time, beautiful job by the defense of taking away the middle of the field, getting that interception, and setting their offense up for success.
Washington ready to go on offense as they take the field. And they'll try for better results this time around, Brock, after they had to punt it away last time out. New set of downs for him at the 38. 1st and 10 are under Robinson. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7. Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. And hopefully a bit of a wake-up for their ground game. It's a solid pickup there on the play. That's going to be a gain of 6, and they need only inches now here on 3rd down.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
That's complete. Here's Brown. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
They send Samuel Wright. Robinson on the inside give. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8. From the 17. This is hauled in by McLaurin. And this play reaches the 2 before the stop is made.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit. And you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
3rd and short, Daniels. Touchdown, Washington! So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a 1-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
So a chance to tie it up again here in the 4th. The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the fourth. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. He's going to return it from a yard or two deep. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Bills' offense all set for their next drive. They're coming off that interception, and it was a costly one, Brock, as they're in a tied game now. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. This ball's cut by Palmer. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And with 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Second and 3. This one's quickly to Shakir. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
1st and 10 from the 41. Here's a give to Cook. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. 1st down play nets them 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby. But you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Final quarter, this quarterback's just feeling the need to do a little extra, try to make something happen outside the pocket. But the problem, defense wouldn't let them. They have that same kind of urgency. They want to make some plays of their own before they hit the showers, and they got one right there with that sack.
And for the Commanders, a 5th defensive back out there. They're going nickel on 3rd down. They kick the running back in motion. Looking to throw. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It goes for a 38-yard pickup. And that's good for a Bills 1st down. Now it's Cook. And he doesn't get this one very far, down to only about the 18. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
Now run by Cook. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down. Cook trying this one up the gut. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Big moment for Tyler Bass here. This is going to be a 31-yarder from the right hash. That one is good! And late in the fourth, they have grabbed the lead.
That's called getting his job done, Kate, drilling it right through. And now they're in position to win this game. Now it's on some of those guys who are out there with them on the kick, those defenders, to hang on to this lead to give them the win.
Bass now to kick this away. Brings in the kick at the 9. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Commanders and QB Jaden Daniels headed out for their next look on offense. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. He'll look to throw it. That's caught. He found some space. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Back to throw. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. DeMar Hamlin picks it off.
You know, Kate, once you've thrown a couple picks, it's easy to become check down Charlie. Right, just throw it underneath and not take any more risk because you don't want to throw what he just did, his 3rd interception of the game. It's time to protect the football at all costs. And if not, well, that backup better get ready.
Buffalo sending its offense to the field. They run out still in possession of a 3-point lead thanks to the efforts of their defense, Brock, and now a chance to run out this clock.
And you do not want to put your defense back on the field in a tough position and needing another stand to end it. You take control of it. You make sure that defense is rested and celebrating, and hopefully you can pull out that victory formation.
Into the victory formation they go, Brock, here on 1st down. The Bills take a knee, and they'll let the seconds tick away in this win. Final timeout taken by the Commanders. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. This won't run out the clock just yet, Brock. They're going to have to kneel it again after this one. With the win in hands, they'll take the knee, let this clock run out.
This is situational football at its best. There's still some time left to bleed off the clock, but the really important thing here is you've got to bleed every second of that clock that you can.
After one final kneel down, partner, and this should do it. He goes to a knee as time winds down in this one. So the roar of Bills Mafia, it's a win for their guys in Buffalo. This is the type of game everyone was hoping they'd see when they entered this stadium, Brock, you and I included. A close one that went all the way down to the final whistle.
And Kate, this is one of the bigger adjustments a college player has to make to the NFL. In college, you get a lot of blowouts. The NFL, every game you get calloused because you know more often than not they'll be like this, a one-possession game that's not about how you start. It's all about how you finish.
So for my partner, Brock Heward, and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott, saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody. It's a win for the Bills as we say so long from Buffalo.